then while I was in basic training, you either go one of two ways with your 11 X-ray contract. You go Bravo or Charlie, and I ended up being an 11 Charlie.
And what is 11 Charlie? Because I know 11 Bravo, but I don't know Charlie.
Yeah, so 11 Charlie is infantry mortarman.
Got it. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with like the Marine Corps. So we have like I was a 0311 infantry rifleman, and then Jesse, the guy who I found a talk with, was a 0341. So the mortarman aspect there. So I wish they could just keep it all the same, like just across all branches. Like every other branch calls it MOS, and then I think Air Force is ASFC,
Something, they got to
ACF.
be different, right?
Why y'all got to be different? I don't
Yeah.
know. Just keep it the same.
Yeah.
Um, so wait, all right. So you did 5 years. Did you do any deployments? What was the best part about being in the Army? All
Yeah.
that. Get into it.
So after I finished airborne school, I was really, really fortunate to come down on orders for Vicenza with the 173rd Airborne. And when I got there, they had just gotten back from, I think it was OEF 8, which was a really difficult deployment. I'm sure many of your audience will know the documentary Restrepo. Well, that was the unit that I walked into right when they came home. So we had, like living legends like Sal Gunther walking around the base. And it was tough, as a fresh-faced cherry, coming into such a storied and well-respected unit who just had probably one of the toughest deployments of the global war on terror.
Mhm.
We got held to a pretty high standard, but that ultimately served us very well. So I was in Italy for maybe about 6, 7 months before we deployed. And we went back to the Kunar province. We were in Kunar for about half, maybe a little bit more than half of the 12-month deployment, and then we transferred over to Paktika province, still up in the northeast, kind of near the border of Pakistan, but ultimately did a 12-month deployment with them. Came back, came down on orders for Fort Lewis, Washington State. So it was a big culture shock going from a small airborne unit like the 173rd to a Stryker brigade. You know, being geographically up in Washington was awesome. I love the Pacific Northwest, but the unit itself, it was not as squared away as the 173rd. But regardless, I deployed with them. Thankfully, we did not deploy with the Strikers. We had MRAPs and MATVs and all that good stuff. And then that time we deployed to Ghazni province, and then we kind of bounced around a little bit. So, and those were my 2 combat deployments.